Aloha! Today I'm visiting a neighborhood once known for its many industrial businesses. Yet, Kaka'ako has slowly transformed into an area filled with beautiful condos and reimagined retail and restaurants. But there are still many old school places to enjoy. Come with me as I visit both the old and the new. This is gonna be cool.
Cool for Kūpuna is brought to you by HMSA and Premier Benefit Consultants.
Whether you live or work here, Kaka'ako offers some great eating options. Hibachi Honolulu Market is a one-stop shop for anyone on their way to a cookout. Their marinated meats and kebabs will make you the hit of the party. They are prepared gourmet style, ready to throw on the grill. Or, for an on-the-go meal, you can also order it cooked up and served as a plate lunch. This is a really great place for really busy Kūpuna. Harry's Cafe truly is a neighborhood favorite, especially with Denise, who's been a regular here for over 20 years. Denise!
Hi!
Hi, good morning. Sorry to disturb your breakfast.
No problem. It's
So here
fine.
you are at Harry's Cafe in Kaka'ako.
Uh-huh.
And you've been coming here since
About 2000 or so.
About 2000?
Uh-huh.
So you remember the 99-cent breakfast?
I do. I sure do.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And tell me why you keep coming back. It's been, what, 21 years?
I like the food. I like the atmosphere. I like the people here. Yeah, Christy and Sang, them are really, really great. They're very friendly. So very family, home-oriented.
Yeah, it's kind of that home-cooked meal that Mom used to make.
Correct, yes.
That we don't want to make because we're lazy.
Yep. Don't have the time nowadays.
Right. We still want it.
Yep.
Breakfast is a deal, but their menu offers a lot of other super delicious local dishes. And all served daily with aloha. I highly recommend that you give them a try. Up next is a niche restaurant on the edge of Kaka'ako you'll definitely want to visit. I'm here at Ichiriki in Kaka'ako with Yui. He's the general manager of this Kaka'ako restaurant. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
So Ichiriki, I don't know the history of it, but I want to know the meaning of the word Ichiriki.
So Ichiriki started with two owners. The owners' names, one was Ricky, so that's where the Ricky.
Yeah.
The other person was Issei. So Issei and Ricky, they combined the two names. That's how Ichiriki.
Ichiriki.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. And how long has the restaurant been in Hawaii?
It has opened in 2006, so we're talking about 15 years.
And I love the way we get to sit on the floor, and even though there's places
Yes.
for our legs to go, so it's not uncomfortable sitting with your legs crossed for the whole meal.
Correct.
But I feel like we're in Japan. The food itself, my goodness. I know that shabu shabu is a big thing on the menu, and it's so healthy.
Yes, it's has a variety of vegetables, Napa cabbage, chives, mushrooms. The list goes on. But everything is very nutritious.
Yep.
We try and, as much as possible, like to support our local farmers too. So whatever we can to support, we would try and use local vegetables.
I had also seen on the menu there was something called seiro.
Seiro, yes.
Seiro, I had never seen it before.
So seiro is kind of popular in Japan, steamed nabe. So it's a little bit different concept from the chanko or shabu shabu where all the meats and vegetables go into a soup. This one, the seiro has no soup, but everything is steamed. The good part about this, the steamed one, you really do taste the vegetables direct without any interference of soup or whatnot. You
Yeah.
can really taste what you're eating. Yes. For the soup, the chanko and shabu shabu, you're enjoying kind of both at the same time. So sometimes the flavor of, say, napa cabbage can be blended in, but with the seido, you're just eating directly.
And then you mentioned the soup underneath that is something you have as the last course.
Yes, so the last course, it does come with ramen or udon noodles. So what happens is all the soup that's collected at the very bottom of the seido kit, we will use that to boil your ramen or udon, and it gives that extra flavor with all the meats or seafood, whatever we cooked on.
Right. So come with your big appetite, right?
Correct. Yes, it is a lot. There is the taco appetizer that comes with it. It also does come with desserts. So
Oh,
you're going to be full by the time you walk out.
it's a full menu.
Yes.
Let us begin. Now put this, drop it in so it makes little pork, little dumplings.
I can put in a shrimp. This is gonna cook fast, right? What I like is that it's an experience. You sit here for however long.
Right.
Eat, talk, versus eat, and leave, right?
Sure.
So that's my idea of a good time. It's like we can't eat fasting at once. Taco. So Marian, 2 thumbs up.
Oh man.
Oh man.
If I had, how about 2 toes and 2 thumbs?
This is the year I spend more time standing up than sitting down because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
Aloha! Kaniala, Danny Kalekini. If you need Medicare insurance, call Premier Benefit Consultants. This Kama'aina company represents more Medicare Advantage plans than anyone else in Hawaii and will give you good advice for free. They believe in family, integrity, and exceptional service. Old school, local style. Contact Premier Benefit Consultants for Medicare advice you need and service you deserve. Mahalo!
40 years ago, Crime Stoppers Honolulu was formed to make our community safer. With thousands of arrests, closure of cases, and millions of illegal drugs off our streets, Crime Stoppers Honolulu continues to reduce crime in our neighborhoods. And with student and animal Crime Stoppers, the safety of our residents and community continues to grow. With our great volunteers and community support, Crime Stoppers Honolulu looks forward to another 40 years. See something, say something, and stay anonymous. Together, we'll keep Honolulu safe. Mahalo.
This is the year I celebrate life's milestones with loved ones because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
Eat, eat, eat. I think I'd better get a move on after all this eating. An easy way to keep off those extra pounds is walking. And the easiest place to do so is Ala Moana Beach Park. Lots of options for barbecues and picnics here as well. The paths here are flat and paved, so you can get your run or walk on. No excuses. It feels safe here, and there are so many other Kūpuna out and about in the park and beach, just enjoying the fresh air and sunshine. This place reminds me that some of the best things in life are free. Want to stay indoors in air-conditioned comfort with your keiki? Then you'll want to check out Kids City Adventure in the Ward Center. They are so attentive to hygiene and safety, always cleaning the equipment in common areas. It feels totally safe to bring the mo'opuna here. From bouncers to go-karts to trampolines, it's a sure way to get kids physically active and interacting with each other. Looks like so much fun! If only I were a kid again! Now it's time to hit the gym. I'm here with Gilbert. He's the owner of Dynamics Health and Fitness at Ichiriki Fitness Factory here in Kaka'ako. So Gilbert has a real different vision of fitness. It's holistic. It's not just working out with machines and weights.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we got to look at, the body as a whole thing here. And what I like to do is really direct it into focusing on getting, healthy vital numbers, right? Making sure that our vital signs are in perfect shape, we're healthy, blood flow is good, body fat's in perfect shape. That's it, because everything else from there kind of just falls into place.
I know you work with the results of primary care physician, exams, so I guess a client's health goals in terms of cardiovascular fitness and.
Absolutely, because what we want to do is create a team of people around the clients. Have everybody kind of like in the same page. So if we're already kind of taking ourselves to go to the doctor and getting these appointments for these blood works, we might as well put it all together and hey, let's get those blood works in. When's the next time we go see our doctor, and let's shoot for those goals and address everything that we need to be addressing. Most of the common ones are diabetes, high blood pressure. Right here in Hawaii, man, we got a lot of those, and we got a lot of work to do.
So you do a sort of like an outline of how you're going to get to a certain goal, and you help people with nutrition as well?
That's the biggest part of the game. A lot of times people will talk about working out and stuff like that. Oftentimes, we talk the whole session before you even get to the gym and start working out, which is the fun stuff. That should be fun. It's always fun. The nutrition is really the hard work.
So what can you tell our Kūpuna viewers as far as going on the equipment? Because I know a big concern is injury and, not knowing how to do things properly. Reach out to a professional. Reach out to a professional so someone can guide you through a lot of these things. And also, make sure that they're the right coach for you is the biggest thing. Oftentimes, mismatched coach can lead into, different results and sometimes injury. We definitely want to make sure they're safe, and taking it slow is probably the best route possible. So a client coming in to become your client, do they walk through each of these, circuits with you?
Well, initially we go through private sessions first where we get to know the client. We'll go through a bunch of assessments, go all through the different medical backgrounds, kind of keep an eye on some of the things that we want to make sure we're staying away from, or if anything, put on some corrective exercises and stretches in order for us to be 100% first. And then we can start doing things like, whatever is right for their lifestyle, whether they need to be working on sit to stands or just being mobile or even getting their hands overhead. Those are some of the most basic things that we normally don't think about, but definitely need to be worked on. After we were done with private sessions and stuff like that, we kind of just put them into our small group focus classes where we keep it nice and small so that we could kind of keep an eye on everybody all at the same time without, risking injury.
What's nice is you can tailor someone's program around their schedule. They don't have to make a certain time, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's completely on the client and whatever works for them, for sure.
If you would like to learn how to be active by volunteering in your community, call 211 or visit auw.org.
Hiring a contractor needs to be thought out very well. This is your biggest asset. This is your home. Not only is it financially worth something, it's your sanctuary. It's where you spend time. So when hiring a contractor, what is it you need to look for? You need to make sure they're licensed to do what they say they're going to do. Here in the state of Hawaii, we have a various professional vocational licensing. So you want to make sure that they're licensed. You can check that out at the Hawaii DCCA website, or you can look at also at the bbb.org. Not only do they need to have the appropriate licensing, you want to make sure that whatever they're doing, and you're getting various quotes, you're comparing apples to apples. Many times they'll give you an overall number, but when you break it down, they're not necessarily doing the same scope of work. Probably the biggest one I've seen out there is allowances. So a lot of times they'll give you an allowance for cabinetry, for appliance, for plumbing. Well, what does that mean? I mean, say you wanted a higher end appliance, but that budget doesn't allow for it. So you as a consumer have to be a little more aware, and that's where that professional comes in. So making sure that they're honest, they're telling the truth, and they're being very transparent about everything is going to save you from having a money pit. When we're doing any work on your home, make sure you have a signed contract before you let anybody do work in your house. Even though they say, no, we want to get started early, stop. You need a signed contract, and that contract needs to have a detailed description of the work that they're going to do. If you change the scope, you need to make sure that's in writing. And a legitimate contractor is going to put it in writing also for their protection. And it is fair for them to ask for deposits up front because they have to fork out for the material ahead of time. However, do not make that final payment until everything is resolved.
A special mahalo to our community partners, Crime Stoppers Honolulu, the Better Business Bureau, and the Aloha United Way.
Kaka'ako is a unique blend of the new and the old. Between the towering condos, you can still find some old school businesses. You just gotta know where to look. Kūpuna Products is a locally owned business that specializes in freshly baked island specialties. I've gotten holiday gift baskets from this place before. I'm sure you may have also. Bet you don't know about their crazy Ono Lilikoi lemon bars and ginger pumpkin bread. Well, now you do. Go check them out. I love music from the 60s and 70s, and I love hearing it on vinyl. They have the hugest ever selection of used and new record albums, CDs, and cassette tapes. Even some 8-tracks. They also carry books, comic books, and other collectibles that are sure to bring out the kid in you. So whether you're cleaning out your garage and looking to sell, or trying to recapture some of the musical magic of days gone by, stop in and see Norm. Next, I'll take you to Talk Story with a local fashionista who I'm sure you'll recognize. Ann Namba is such an icon, and I was a little intimidated going into a classy boutique. So I'm here with Ann Namba, whom you might recognize right away, not just by her fashion, but just by her beautiful smile. So Ann, tell us about the fashion you have here. It's Asian inspired, I see.
Yes, it is. It's contemporary clothing. It's Asian inspired. I design all my own prints, or I'll use kimono and obi fabric and incorporate that with other types of fabrics to create all kinds of look for men and women.
I love that it's lifestyle oriented, like washable, not just for, mother of the bride types of dresses, but also get up and go and throw on your tights.
Exactly. A lot of people think of me as just, very special occasion or very expensive, but I also have another diffusion line, which is my washable collection. It's made from a completely washable, you throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer. It's for everyday kind of living. It's stretchy, it's comfortable, and it's using all of my prints. So it's the same Ann Namba look. It's just in a knit that's very comfortable. It stretches, so whether you gain or lose weight, it still fits.
Yeah, it's very modern. It's very modern.
Yes, yes.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about was the bespoke line, because those are like one of a kind.
Yeah, so that we use actual obi kimono. Each one is individual, it's one of a kind. So we'll do some pieces on the floor, but we also do custom. So if you are a mother of the bride or groom and say your child's wedding has got certain colors, you can come in and you can actually select your kimono or obi and we'll make something for you.
Wow, one of a kind.
Yeah.
So I know you grew up in the islands and the Asian influences here. How about fashion design? What inspired you to go into fashion?
Well, every girl that loves clothing and, second daughter got hand-me-downs. The only way I was going to get my own clothes was I have to make them. So that's how it started, my interest in sewing. and clothing, and then I was very sort of artsy. And then I ended up, going to New York and working and going to school there for many years, and then I came back home to start my own business.
We're so glad you're home. It's a beautiful, beautiful store that you have here in Kaka'ako, and if you haven't been here, you've got to find it. We need time for shopping, so I'm going to cut this short.
Yes.
But tell me, for the Kūpuna that are watching, the viewers, what would you say is best about your line of clothing for them?
It's comfortable. It's also wearable, and it's not like a one-shot deal. So whatever your needs are, we can accommodate you, and it's mix and match. So it's not like you can only wear one thing one way. You can mix and match it with other things. You can build a wardrobe around it. So it's not a one-shot deal. And why not wear something beautiful and comfortable and, look outstanding?
Right. And I heard you talking to one of the customers earlier and asking all kinds of questions like, what does she like to wear? What does she do in her lifestyle? So it's perfect. You can get fashion advice as well as something unique and one of a kind.
We try to help out the customer so that you find the right thing. It's not just we want to make a sale. We want to make customers here. So.
With frequent in-store sales, you want to stop by from time to time when you happen to be in the neighborhood. Ask Anne for some fashion advice. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Cool for Kūpuna is sponsored in part by Simply Sisters.
If you would like to watch this episode of Cool for Kūpuna again, visit our website, coolforkūpuna.com. Also, please follow us on Facebook for behind-the-scenes pictures, videos, and sneak peeks of upcoming guests and neighborhoods to be featured on the show. Cool for Kūpuna, Hawaii show for Kūpuna with an active lifestyle.
This is the year I spend more time standing up than sitting down because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
If you need Medicare advice, contact us. We are a team of over 80 local insurance agents, fluent in over 10 languages, located on multiple islands, all with one focus: exceptional service. Premier Benefit Consultants. Medicare advice you need, service you deserve.
This is the year I celebrate life's milestones with loved ones because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
Now, here's a message from our sponsor, Premier Benefit Consultants. So joining us here today in the office of Premier Benefit Consultants is the Principal Agent Sean Nakano. Hi, Sean.
Hello, Sue.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Tell us about the services that Premier Benefit Consultants offers.
Well, Medicare can be confusing, and so services have to meet the needs of each individual. And so what we do is we get to know our clients first. We find out exactly what they're looking for, and then we move into a path where we can help them understand more about Medicare and how to maximize the benefits.
So personalized service.
Absolutely.
Right.
Medicare doesn't match, it's not the same plan for every individual. It's unique depending on what doctors they see and what their health conditions are, what medications they take. Everybody will match a different plan within Medicare.
Right, so we all need someone like that is, I guess, licensed or certified, because we can look online and it's very confusing.
That's right. There's a lot of training that goes into becoming a seasoned agent, somebody who is proficient in Medicare. And here at PBC, what we do is we make sure that agents know how to help each individual uncover the best path for each client.
What does it cost? There must be, right?
That's a great question. You know, we don't charge a cent, and you know that sounds weird. You know, in the service industry, nothing's free. But what we do is we do get paid by the insurance companies. We get compensated based on enrollment. However, that's not our goal. Our goal is not to enroll each person we meet. It's to find a solution, and if that solution isn't a plan we represent, we get paid. Enough people do get involved, we make a fair living, but it's not important to enroll every single person we meet.
So in other words, you can give free advice without enrolling.
Absolutely, and that's where the fun part is. We get to help every individual.
And I always see them advertising, right? 0 or low cost premiums. So is that true for Hawaii?
Yes, absolutely. And the zero cost doesn't mean everything's free. It means the premium for that plan is free. And then you have to lean on your agent to explain if there are associated costs, how much they are, and does my budget allow me to afford this plan? And so to sit down with an educated or a professional agent through Premier Benefit Consultants, they'll be able to answer all those questions and find the plan that suits them best.
Nice. Right, I mean, you get a free consultation, it costs you nothing. You find a plan that you can afford that meets your needs for your doctors and prescription drugs, you're saying, right?
Absolutely.
I don't know how you could go wrong. So, Premier Benefit Consultants.
Yes, definitely come and see us. We'll be glad to help.
Kaka'ako is truly a live, work, and play neighborhood. And even if this is not where you choose to live, there's so much to do here that you must plan a visit. Work out at a Kūpuna-friendly gym. Play with your grandkids. Find and grind Ono food. Shop a bit. Most importantly, have fun. We hope you enjoyed today's show. We sure did. Join us next week for another episode of Cool for Kūpuna.
We're spreading aloha from keiki to Kūpuna. We malama aina to feed our ohana. Rebuild the fish ponds, plant up the lo'i. We are bringing back the old school Hawaii. We're spreading aloha from keiki to Kūpuna. We malama aina to feed our ohana. Rebuild the fish ponds, plant up the lo'i. We are bringing back the old school Hawaii.
Cool for Kūpuna was brought to you by HMSA and Premier Benefit Consultants.